students. Welcome to first online class. Now we are going to know about the sound of music, your second lesson in ninth class. The sound of music is the lesson which gives inspiration for us. We are going to know about a person who was unable to hear. That person achieves a lot. She will become one of the great percussionists in the world. Who is she? What is her background? And everything we come to know in this lesson. This lesson was written by Deborah Cowley. This lesson was written by Deborah Cowley. She is a freelance writer and also a broadcaster. She grew up in Toronto and she was also graduated from the University of Western Ontario and moved to Ottawa to work for the Unitarian Service Committee. She was not only a freelance writer but also a broadcaster and also worked as a reporter for CBC Radio in Washington, DC and on a posting to Cairo. She was also worked on several TV documentaries for CBC Man Alive. She wrote the first official guidebook since Bedesker Guide in 1940s. So our writer, a lady who was not only a writer but also broadcaster. Evelyn Glennie listens to sound. The name of this lesson, Evelyn Glennie listens to sound without hearing it. Yes, you may confuse that. Without listens to sound without hearing it. Yes, we'll come to know what and how it achieves, how she achieves that. God may have taken her hearing, but He has given her back something extraordinary. What we hear, she feels far more deeply than any of us. That is why she expresses music so beautifully. This is the words said by one of the great musicians by observing her. He said that God gave some hearing. God may taken her hearing, but He gave some extraordinary thing. What we hear, she feels. She feels the music. She was not able to hear, but she feels the music. So with that feeling only, she expresses music so beautifully. So read the following account of a person who fought against a physical disability and made her life a success story. Yes, this is an inspirational story. Though we are having all the abilities to do something, to achieve something, we are not doing it and we are not achieving it, isn't it? But the girl who have the physical ability, her life was a successful story now. How it becomes, what makes her to achieve that, all these things we will come to know in this lesson. This is the pictures of Evelyn Glennie in her childhood. Rush hours crowds jostle for position on the underground train platform. A slight girl looking younger than her 17 years was nervous and excited as she felt the vibrations of the approaching train. Jostle means push roughly. A slight. Slight means small and thin. So rush hours crowds jostle for position of on the underground train platform. Of course, when we went to train platform, railway station, we will observe too many people will be there. They used to be pushed roughly and waiting for the train. Some of them they were waiting for their relatives. Some of them they were waiting to get into the train. In that way, we will see the crowd in the train platform. In that crowd, see, you can observe the situation in this picture. So many people they were waiting for train and there were some crowd was there in the platform. In that crowd, we can observe one of the slight girls. Slight means small and thin. small and thin girl looking younger than 17 years old. She was feeling somehow nervous, but she can feel the vibrations. You can observe the vibration here, though you are not able to hear the sound of the train engine, but you are able to feel the vibration. So here our Evelyn also feeling the vibrations of the approaching train. You can clearly observe the vibrations here from the train. The noise and vibrations you can observe here. So our Evelyn, who was not completely 17 years, younger than 17 years, she was waiting for train and she can feel the vibrations of the approaching train. Why she was there in the railway station? Why she was feeling nervous? See, it was her first day. It was her first day at the prestigious Royal Academy of Music in London. It was the first day of Royal Academy of Music in London, and daunting enough for any teenager from a Scottish farm. But this aspiring musician faced a bigger challenge than most. She was profoundly deaf. Yes. So it was her first day in the prestigious Royal Academy of Music. So you can observe this picture. This is Royal Academy of Music. So he was going to give her performance, and daunting. Daunting means frightening. Frightening, frightening. She was feeling nervous. Why? Because it is her first day in the prestigious Royal Academy. So she was teenager and she belongs to Scottish farm. This is the dress code of Scottish people. So Evelyn Glennie belongs to Scotland. So she was a Scottish girl. But the aspiring musician means a person who wants to be a musician, faced a bigger challenge than most. Actually, for the musician, when they are going for audition, they will have some nervousness and they will have some frightening and everything. But here, Evelyn Glennie was facing a bigger challenge because she was profoundly deaf. Her aim was to be a musician, but she profoundly deaf. Want to know whether she was going to select in that academy or not. Evelyn Glennie's loss of hearing had been gradual. Her mother remembers noticing something was wrong when the 8-year-old Evelyn was waiting to play the piano. They called her name. They called her name. She didn't move. I suddenly realized she hadn't heard, says Isabel Glennie. Isabel Glennie. For quite a while, Evelyn managed to conceal her growing deafness from friends and teachers. So, now in this paragraph we went to the background. So Evelyn Glennie loss of hearing had been gradual. Her mother noticed when she went for playing piano to learn playing piano. She was on the queue. They were calling her name. The people who are teaching piano, they were calling her name, but she was unable to realize that. She hadn't heard that. So then Isabel Glennie, the mother of Evelyn Glennie, Isabel Glennie. So she identified that yes, our girl was suffering from little loss of hearing. So in that way, at the age of 8 years, when at the age of 8 years means up to 7 years, she was able to hear whatever the sounds, whatever she speaks, others speaks, she was able to hear clearly. But at the 8 years old, gradually her hearing levels was decreased. And finally, after some time, Evelyn noticed that she was not able to hear, but she want to conceal her, means she want to hide her deafness from friends and teachers. So when the losing of hearing was gradually increasing, Evelyn thought that she want to hide her growing deafness from the teachers and also friends. Of course, it was quite natural. When we have some any disability, we will try to make hide from the others, isn't it? So the same happened with the Evelyn Glennie. But by the time she was 11, her marks had deteriorated and her headmistress urged her parents to take her to a specialist. So when she was 8 years old, her mother identified that she was suffering with some hearing, loss of hearing. So finally, when she was 11 years old, her headmistress identified. How she identified? Her marks was, she was not a topper, but she was a good student, but her marks were deteriorated. Deteriorated means decreased, becoming worse. So that's why her headmistress asked her parents to take her to a specialist. It was then discovered that her hearing was severely impaired as a result of gradual nerve damage. So finally, when the parents, Evelyn parents took her to a specialist. Then they come to know she was her hearing was severely impaired. Impaired means weakened because of gradual nerve damage. Nerve damage. In the next slide, I will show the picture. What is the nerve which causes our loss of hearing? What is the nerve? The damage. I will show in the next slide. They were advised that she should be fitted with hearing aids. She should be fitted with hearing aids and sent to school for the deaf. Everything suddenly looked black, says Evelyn. See, they suggested, they finally, her mother knows, Evelyn mother knows she was not able to hear at the age of 8. But due to the headmistress compulsion, they went to the specialist. They come to know that her nerve was severely damaged. Her hearing was severely impaired. So that's why that specialist advised her to fit it with hearing aids. So this is hearing aids which was used by some deaf people, hearing aids. She was not able to hear anything. Suddenly everything was looked black. Black in the sense, black color in the literature, some colors shows some type of emotions. For example, here black indicates negativeness. Here black indicates negativeness. So everything was suddenly black. Up to now, up to 7 years age, she was able to hear something. After 8 years also, her mother identified, but Evelyn was trying to hide the disability from her friends and teachers. But at the age of 11 years, finally everyone knows that she was a disabled person, she was deaf person. Now, and she was suggested to fit some hearing aids and she was sent to a deaf school. Already we know that we have different types of disability school. Deaf school will be there, dumb school will be there, blind school will be there. Based upon their disability, the teaching style and teaching levels will be different. So here she suggested to go to deaf school. For Evelyn, it was really black. She was not able to understand what is going in my life in that way. As I said earlier, I will show that this is the ear, this is the inner ear. So this is the auditory nerve. So this is the auditory nerve. If any damages causes to this nerve, this leads to the loss of hearing. So the problem comes to Evelyn also from this nerve. But Evelyn was not going to giving up. She was determined to lead a normal life and pursue her interest in music. One day she noticed a girl playing a xylophone and decided that she wanted to play it too. Most of the teachers discouraged her, but percussionist Ron Fox Ron Fox spotted her potential. So everyone were discouraged. So after knowing that she was not able to hear, Evelyn decided that no, I don't want to give up. I have the interest in music. I want to lead a normal life. I don't want to become a sick person due to my disability. I don't want to be a sick person, a failure person. So, but I want to lead my life in a very normal way, and I want to show my interest in music. So one day she noticed a girl playing a xylophone. Xylophone means a musical instrument with a row of wooden bars of different lengths. See here, observe this picture. This is xylophone. So she observed that girl playing a xylophone and decided that she wanted to play it too. So after deciding, yes, I want to play this xylophone, she went to many teachers and many of the teachers discouraged her. But percussionist means a person who plays the drum, the tabla, etc. Means percussionist means uh, normally musician means the person who plays some particular instruments. Percussionist means more than two or three instruments. That person is called percussionist. Means like a drum, tabla. Now these are all called percussion instruments. The person who plays all these instruments, observe this picture. The person who plays all these instruments, we call them as percussionist. So all the teachers were discouraging due to her disability or due to her lack of concentration. Somehow they will show the difference. They will see the difference, right? That teaching to the normal people is different from teaching to disability people. So the teachers who have the patience, they will try to teach and they will make them to be success. But here the percussionist Ron Fox. What is the name of the percussionist? Ron Fox spotted her potential. Potential means quality or ability that can be developed. So he identified that he was that Evelyn was able to achieve something. Evelyn have that type of quality. Evelyn have that type of ability. Ron Fox spotted her potential. So in everyone life, one teacher will be there who identifies the student potential, isn't it? So that teacher always encourage the students. That teacher always show path to the students to go in the right path, isn't it? In the same manner, the best teacher for Evelyn's life was Ron Fox. He began by tuning two large drums to different notes. He, in the sense, who is he here? Ron Fox. Observe the picture of Ron Fox. He is Ron Fox. He is Ron Fox. Don't listen through your ears, he would say. Try to sense it some other way, says Evelyn. Suddenly, I realized I could feel the higher drum from the waist up and the lower one from the waist down. Forbes repeated the exercise, and soon Evelyn discovered that she could sense certain notes in different parts of her body. I had learned to open my mind and body to sounds and vibrations. The rest was sheer determination and hard work. So, in the sense, Ron Fox, he said that don't listen through your ears, because while you are trying to listen through your ears, you are not able to listen. Why? Because you are deaf girl, right? So you have to listen the notes from another way. You have to sense it from another way. So immediately Ron Fox when Ron Fox gave this type of instructions, she was trying to find that some tunes. So she realized that she feel higher drum when already see tuning two large drums to different notes. So he took two large drums. So when he was making sounds, Evelyn was able to hear from his waist. This is waist. This is waist. So from above the waist, she used to listen the higher drum. She used to listen the higher drum. From lower one of the waist, she used to listen the lower drum. So in that way, through her body, she closed her ears, not able to close, but she left her ears. She used to listen everything from her body. She opened her mind. She started receiving sounds and vibration from mind and body. And finally, all that was determination and hard work. Finally, it was not only the experiment, but also her determination, her hard work. I want to achieve this. I want to do this. I want to be success in this. This made her to achieve more and more in her life. She never looked back from the point onwards. She toured the United Kingdom with a youth orchestra, and by the time she was 16, she had decided to make music her life. She had decided to make music her life. She auditioned for the Royal Academy of Music and scored one of the highest marks in the history of the academy. She gradually moved from orchestral work to solo performances. Observe here, at the age of 11 years, she identified, means her parents identified, she have a severe nerve damage. Due to that, she was facing loss of hearing. So finally he went to one percussionist. He encouraged her, and she find out receiving the sounds through her body and mind. So from that point onwards, she never looked back. She toured the United Kingdom. So she toured the United. This is the United Kingdom. So she toured the United Kingdom with the youth orchestra. Orchestra means too many people will be there with who are playing different types of music instruments. So orchestra, by the time she was 16, she had decided to make music her life. She finally come to one decision that I was shining in this profession. I was able to achieve something. I have the confidence that I was able to achieve something in this profession. So in that way she decided, she auditioned. Audition means gave a short performance so that the director could decide whether she was good enough. Just giving a short performance, that the person was able to do something or not, she was good enough or not, to decide for the director. So she auditioned for the Royal Academy of Music and scored highest marks in the history of academy. So for the beginning she started with orchestra, going to the concerts with the orchestra, along with the orchestra. After some time she went to solo performances. Means observe here, gradually her determination, her attitude was, uh, she was becoming very confident rather than earlier, isn't it? She never became low. From time to time, from year to year, she was increasing her confidence level. She was becoming too confident, and she was becoming very inspiration to many others. She was not at all caring her disability, isn't it? If we have any disability, we will feel low and we will try to have some sympathy, isn't it, ma? Yes or no? But here she was not feeling like that. She has something. Yes. What is her path? She decided one. What is that? She want to make her life music. She want to make music her life. Finally she was shining in that particular profession, in that music. From at the beginning she went to tour with the orchestra, but slowly she was going to give solo performances. At the end of a 3-year course, she had captured most of the top awards, and for all these Evelyn won't accept any hint of heroic achievement. If you work hard and know where you are going, you'll get there. And she got right to the top, the world's most sought after multi-percussionist with a mastery of some thousands instruments and hectic international schedule. So here, after 3 years course, she achieved too many awards, ma. Too many awards. Actually, for normal person who are showing their interest in some instruments, they will get some awards. But here, a disability person, that too a lady who was achieving more than normal people, means for sure she will get some awards and rewards. So when she was receiving so many awards also, she was not at all taking this as heroic achievement. Heroic achievement was not at all considered, yes, I done something, I became hero, I become something different. In that way she was not feeling. She said that if you work hard and know where you are going, you will get there. Yes, if you are working hard and you know where you are going, for sure you will reach your destination. In that way she said, and she was one of the world's multi-percussionist. What is the meaning of percussionist? As I said earlier, the person who plays tabla and drum, in that way. So She also became one of the percussionists, a mastery of not two or three instruments but thousands of instruments and hectic international schedule. Hectic means very busy schedule, giving solo performances, giving concerts in different places in different countries. So this is Evelyn in her 17 or 18 years old. This is Evelyn who was completely achieved to perform in a different country. So you can observe Evelyn here. It is intriguing to watch Evelyn function so effortlessly without hearing. In our 2-hour discussion, she never missed a word. Man with bushy beards gave me trouble. She laughed. It is not just watching the lips, it's the whole face, especially the eyes. She speaks flawlessly with a Scottish lilt. My speech is clear because I could hear till I was 11, she says. But that doesn't explain how she managed to learn French and master basic Japanese. So when we went to see her performance, observe her performance, it was really intriguing. Intriguing means very fascinating and very curious. Means actually, when we went to any concert, we are very excited to listen live performances, isn't it? But here, the musician was a disabled person without hearing how that person was able to play music. So we will become, for sure, we will become very curious. So in our tour discussion, she never missed a word. So in our tour discussion means this hour in the sense here, the writer Cowley taking the interview of Evelyn, she was explaining about her. So she said that whenever she was asking any questions, it's just watching the lips, isn't it? When you people are able to listen, you'll just concentrate on your ears what you are listening. When your people are not able to listen means you'll just concentrate on lip movement, isn't it? So here Evelyn also, whenever the author was speaking, she was continuously watching the lip movement, not only the lips but the whole face, especially the eyes. She speaks flawlessly. Flawlessly means without a fault or mistake, without any mistakes. She was speaking in Scottish. Scottish lip means a way of speaking. In a Scottish, already in previous we mentioned that she belongs to Scotland. She was a Scottish girl. My speech is clear because I could hear till I was 11. Yes, her speech was clear. She was not deaf by birth. As we know that she was not deaf by birth. Up to 8 years, up to 11 years, up to 8 years she was able to she was able to hear clearly. After 8 years it was gradually decreasing due to her nerve damage. It was gradually decreasing. Up to 11 also she was able to manage to hear something. So she was not deaf by birth, so she has some quality of listening. But that doesn't explain how she managed to learn French and master basic Japanese. Not only the music, but also being as a Scottish girl, she was able to speak clearly French and Japanese. So we have to know that how she got the skill to learn and to manage French and Japanese. As for music, she explains, it pours in through every part of my body. It tingles in the skin, my cheekbones, even in my hair. When she plays xylophone, she can sense the sound passing up the stick into her fingertips. Now here she was starting to explain how each and every part in her body respond for the music. Tingles means causes a slight pricking and stinging sensation. So when she start playing any music, it gives some vibration, some sensation in her body, even to her skin, even to her cheekbones. This is cheekbones, and even to her hair. When she plays xylophone, xylophone means, as we discussed earlier, this is xylophone. She can sense the sound passing up the stick, so she can sense the sound with her fingertips. These are fingertips. So xylophone we should play with fingertips. So she can feel the vibration in her fingertips. These are the vibrations when we play xylophone. These are the vibrations she can feel in her fingertips. Based upon that, she will play the music. By leaning against the drums. So xylophone, how she will get the music? Through fingertips. With the drums, by leaning against the drums, she can feel the resonances. Resonances means echoes or sounds flowing into her body. On a wooden platform, she removes her shoes so that the vibration pass through her bare feet and up her legs. When she lean means in this way, lean towards the drums means she can feel the echoes or sounds. These are the drum resonances, echoes and sounds she can feel. And in a wooden platform, basically in our India our construction was different, and in America, in that state, their construction were different. They used to build their whole houses and everything with wooden platform. So when he want to give any performance, she will remove her shoes so that the vibration pass through the bare feet and up her legs. So by this also she will feel the resonance, echoes and sounds. Not surprisingly, Evelyn delights her audience. Evelyn gives more and more happiness for her audience. In 1991, she was presented with Royal Philharmonic Society's prestigious Soloist of the Year award. So, regarding to the musician, they have different types of categories. Here, Philharmonic Society's prestigious soloist award. This is Royal Academy. So here in 1991 she got this award. Says master percussionist James Blade. One of the master percussionists James Blade, he said that God may have taken her hearing, but he has given her back something extraordinary. What we hear, she feels far more deeply than any of us. That is why she expresses music so beautifully. Are you able to remember these sentences? These are the sentences which we discussed in the very beginning of this lesson. As I said that these are the sentences which were said by one of the great percussionists regarding to Evelyn. So he said that God may have taken her hearing, but God given her something extraordinary. Not only in the case of Evelyn, but also some of the disability person. So though they are disabled in one particular thing, but they were very extraordinary in a different field. If we identified that, if as ourselves we identified that, definitely we are going to shine. That what happens in the life of Evelyn. That is why she expresses music so beautifully. So in that way, one of the great percussionists, James Blades, gave his opinion on Evelyn. Evelyn confesses that she is something of a workaholic. Workaholic means a person who finds it difficult to stop working, continuous working without a break. Some people will work continuously without a break. So Evelyn also thought that she was workaholic. I have just got to work often harder than classical musician, but the rewards are enormous, endless. The rewards are enormous. I was working hard, but the rewards are endless. Apart from the regular concerts, Evelyn also gives free concerts in prisons and hospitals. Regularly, he will give concerts in different stages and everything, but he was also give concerts in prisons and hospital for soothingness of a different category of people. For example, in prisoners they feel stressed and everything. For them to soothe themselves. In hospitals also, some of the patients due to their health issues they may not feel good. So for this type of category people, she will give concerts in prisons and hospitals. She also gives high priority to classes for young musicians. And Richlin of the Beethoven Fund of Deaf Children says she is a shining inspiration for deaf children. They see that there is nowhere that they cannot go. So very not only for making some money, she used to work to give some inspiration to motivate the children, and she will give more importance to take classes for young musician. And Richlin of the Beethoven Fund for Deaf Children, and Richlin, he said that she is a shining inspiration for deaf children. Yes or no? by having the disability, especially the children, they were not able to understand their situation, but they become low due to their this disability. Due to this disability, they feel low, they feel stressed, they feel that they were not capable to do something, they were not capable to achieve something. But by observing this type of personalities, definitely they will get some inspiration, definitely they will get some boosting, isn't it? Yes, being as a deaf girl, she was able to achieve. So being as a deaf people, we are also able to achieve something. In that way they will feel, yes or no? They say that nowhere that they cannot go. So in that way, Evelyn feels the inspiration and motivation in the lives of deaf children. Evelyn Glennie has already accomplished more than most people twice her age. Of course, she accomplished in the age of 17 years old. She got many prestigious awards and she became one of the percussionists who plays more than 1,000 instruments. She has brought percussion to the front of orchestra and demonstrated that it can be very moving. She has given inspiration to those who are handicapped, people who look to her and say, if she can do it, I can. And not the least, she has given enormous pleasure to millions. So definitely she is going to give enormous pleasure to millions. She become one of the inspiration to many people. So in this way, Evelyn's story ends. She was become one of the great percussionists. Ups and downs will be there in any life. Ups and downs will be there. When we are in low, we should not be distressed. We should not become low. We should not feel stressed. But we have to identify where is the strong point. We should not. Of course, everyone will know their own their weak point and their strong point. We should concentrate on strong point. What is the strong point of Evelyn here? Music. What is the weak point of Evelyn? Hearing, loss of hearing. So these two are very huge difference. Means it is impossible like a person to achieve something who was not able to hear in the music field, but here impossible become possible here with the determination and hard work. By having a good teachers like percussionist like Ron Forbes, it is possible, and due to the determination and hard work it is possible. So we can observe this picture, we can motivate by listening this story. Let us answer this question. How old was Evelyn when she went to Royal Academy of Music? Of course, when she went to Royal Academy of Music, she was not even 7 years old. When was her deafness first noticed? When was it confirmed? It was noticed in the 8 years old when her mother identified that when she went to learn piano, when the teachers were calling her name, she was not able to respond. There her mother identified in the 8 years old and confirmed at 11 years old. How when the headmistress urged her parents to go to a specialist. There they come to know that she have a severe nerve damage that leads a loss of hearing. At 11 years old, it was confirmed. Third question. Who helped her to continue with music? What did he do and say? Of course, one of the great percussionists, Ron Forbes, who became one of the main milestones in Evelyn's life. He always said that, "Lo, don't listen through your eyes, ears." He would say, try to sense it some other way. Means using her body, she want to listen. Name the various places and causes for which Evelyn performs. Actually, Evelyn performs in normal concerts. Apart from normal stages, she was also used to prefer her performances in prisons and hospitals. How does Evelyn hear music? So by using different types of body parts, she used to listen music. When she was playing xylophone, with the use of fingertips, she used to feel the music. By leaning against the drums, she can use to feel the resonances flowing into her body. And whenever she was giving any performances, she will stand in a barefoot and by removing her shoes. Through that, the vibrations pass through her barefoot and she was able to hear. I hope you understood this lesson. Hari Om. Thank you.